So there's this opinion I've heard many times over the years, and that is that Christianity is like a feminine religion, and I don't really know where that idea comes from. Well, actually, I kind of do know where it comes from, and it comes from a misunderstanding of Christianity. It comes from a misunderstanding of the Bible, because the Bible is actually a very masculine book. If you read it, if you read it, you'd understand that there's nothing girly or feminine at all about the Bible. Um, it's yeah, it's like there's so yeah, like you can tell just by God's actions, especially in the Old Testament. Uh, that there's nothing girly about this book at all. It's a very masculine book. The reason why this idea of the Christianity being feminine has occurred is because of just a weakness in our society, of bad morals, decay of traditions over the last few decades, and that is where that idea comes from. So that's why there's a lot of people say, yeah, there's a lot more women in church. There's not a lot of guys. Guys don't really want to go to church. It's usually the women. There's a lot of single mothers going to church with their kids, and it shouldn't be like that. But the truth is, if you actually analyze it a little harder, is what kind of churches are these women going to? And the fact is, there's actually differences in what kind of churches women prefer and men prefer. So, women prefer emotional churches. It's all about emotions, and that is why you will see more women in like Pentecostal churches or maybe some of these modern churches. And that's what the focus is on, which is why it seems like there's more women in church, because this is what's mainstream. The mainstream churches, that's where we see the women. My experience in church, like I've never seen that in my churches. I've always seen a good number of churches, a good number of men in the churches I've gone to, because I've always gone to conservative churches, traditional churches. In those types of churches, you will see men with families and lots of children most of the time. Good churches. So I have never seen this feminine brand of Christianity. I just don't go to those kinds of churches. But that is what the mainstream is. The mainstream is the feminine church. The true church that's correct, biblical, will have men that go to those churches. Coincidentally, also, these conservative churches also have a better grasp of Bible doctrine. So they also know the Bible better and just follow the Bible better and actually, witness. They have better evangelization programs. You will have a smaller church, but that does more. Whereas these mainstream churches, you'll get this giant mega church with 1,000 people, and they're not really doing anything. It's just one giant social club. So the true churches will be led by men. It will not be a feminine dominated church. The real churches, the conservative traditional ones, they will look like the way I described them. So that's why I never really understood this whole idea of Christianity being a feminine religion. Because that's just not my experience. Those are not. I went to the correct churches. They will be the conservative, traditional ones. Those are the correct ones. They will follow the Bible better, and they just know the doctrine better. So that's what's necessary. Is you need strong men leading. That then you will get the correct church. Everything will be in its proper place when that is done. So right now what we're having is we're having a bit of a Gen Z revival, and it seems like a lot of young men are starting to go back to church, particularly these traditional ones. This is a good sign. If it happens, then you will have men, more of these young men in Gen Z actually studying the Bible, because that's what's neglected in the mainstream churches. Proper Bible study is neglected in mainstream churches. What they have they call it Bible study, but it's just people sharing their feelings. It's not really a Bible study. I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical, but if it is true that young Gen Z men are coming back to church, then that's great. And if they study the Bible, even better. We might have finally, we can pass on the torch to the next generation so that they can, have proper families, the correct structure, serving the Lord, the proper traditional family, which this nuclear family, it has been under attack for several decades now by, the left wing in this country. And of course, actually, it's not just America. This is like a global trend among, and in Europe as well. It's literally pretty much any country with white people, I guess, that has been a huge problem. It's just this attack on morality, on the nuclear family. And I don't see it ending, but we might have some reprieve. There might be a bit of a revival. Who knows? Anyway, see you next time.